Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers, and nothing tips off. Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. Well, Clark, as we were just talking about, it's an early part of the season, and teams are still adjusting to the players they've got on these rosters. And if you're a coach, how worried are you about wins and losses at this point of the season?
Well, you're always conscious of wins and losses, but you also have to be balanced in your approach, understanding it's a long season and that you're going to be foremanning throughout the season as a team coming together, and that takes time. You just can't rush it. So you can't major in the minors. You got to keep your eye on the big picture and keep working towards who and what you think your team can become.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Redick and Covington make up the perimeter, and it's Bayless in at the 1. Embiid, the screen, takes a 3, and Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Simmons. Bayless has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Collison dishes to Young. Here's the teardrop, and the lay-in good by Collison.
That's all willpower and fight right there. Darren Collison finishing amidst the tall timber. Well done.
Embiid the screen. And Simmons kicks to Covington. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
And both free throws good for Covington.
And, you know, through the long rebuild in Philly, the Sixers' strategy was to develop unproven players and try to find some diamonds in the rough. Not a bad way to go when you're going to be patient. And Robert Covington might have been their best find. A very good defender at both forward spots.
The Pacers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Collison kicks to Sabonis. Redick against Oladipo. Passes to Young. Shot clock at 6. Over Simmons. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
Now here's Bayless. He's covered by Collison. Here's Embiid. Nails the baby hook. Embiid's got his first basket.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Collison kicks to Sabonis. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good on the 3-point shot.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor start? It's always good.
Pacers trail by 4. Collison kicks to Young. Back to Collison. Shoots over Bayless. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Collison kicks to Young. Outside Collison. That's tipped.
You know, in his court, particularly shooting. I mean, you know he's struggling right now.
It's wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it.
See that ability to pull up off the dribble. Bogdanovic, a little creativity there.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. Back to Simmons. Now here's Embiid. He's tightly guarded. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Embiid's got his second basket of the night. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Bogdanovich against Covington. Outside Collison. Collison with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. And anytime you think about the Pacers, really hard to forget their recent dominance in the East now. I mean, in 2013, they were 1 win away from the NBA Finals. In 14, they earned the #1 seed in the East, and then it kind of snowballed south since then.
And for the Pacers, 2 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. They seem poised for a long run. Clark, what happened?
Well, they changed direction. They had 3 all-star caliber players in Lance Stevenson, Roy Hibbert, and Paul George, and David West was an anchor of that team as well. Stevenson left. The league seemed to figure out Hibbert, and PG broke his leg, and just like that, their fortunes changed. And I think, too, the way the league was changing in terms of style of play impacted the decision, too.
Outside, Simmons. There's the pick. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Pacers.
And they stayed away from being too reliant on the three-point shot. They used it when they had to, but kept things balanced. And that's what you want to have, an offense that comes at you in all sorts of ways.
And the Australian Simmons is a star in the making thanks to his extremely versatile and high-level skill set and big frame.
Here's Stevenson. Kicks to Jefferson. Stevenson outside. To the middle. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Jefferson's shot is off.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
And stolen by Reddick. Down low. It's stolen by Jefferson. Now here's Joseph. Bayless covering. Pulls up on the elbow. Bayless grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Clark, when you look back at all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy into what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. But authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
Pass to Leaf. Jefferson kicks to Joseph from outside the arc. A shot off that time, and it's Philadelphia the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. It's very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Dishes it to Jefferson. Kicks it out to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. The feed to Oladipo. Over Anderson. Oladipo misses. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's McConnell. Off target from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. The second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take so far on Phil? And it's the 76ers with the ball. 6-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana, Jefferson is out there with Leaf. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Joseph in at the 1 spot. On the clock. Here's Okafor. That shot misses. Jefferson with some nice D. Oladipo outside. Okafor comes in with the double team. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
All right, here's a look at stats for McConnell. How he did last season. He was around 7 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
The Pacers making a switch here. Collison's out there. Now, here's McConnell, guarded closely. Anderson passes to Šarić. Picked by Okafor. Here's Anderson on the money from 12 feet away. Anderson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the 76ers. And picks taken in the late first round can be a bit of a crapshoot, Clark. But Justin Anderson, taken with the 21st pick back in 2015, he sure seems like a keeper.
Yeah, I concur with everything you said there, Kevin. I mean, seeing him at Virginia, you knew he had the physical tools. It's just a matter of developing his skills and his shooting ability to be able to succeed at this level, and I think he will.
Here's Collison. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Collison's got his second basket of the game.
Collison showing good concentration there. Never took his eyes off the target.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end.
Excellent timing by Okafor. He really bounced up and finished that alley-oop with real flavor and flair that time.
Collison kicks to Jefferson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jefferson's got his first 2 points.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
McConnell kicks to Šarić. Goes back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, Okafor is so adept at drawing contact when he's going up for his shot. I mean, the defense has to be wary of him looking to draw fouls.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jefferson. Young comes in for Leaf, and Bogdanovich is subbed in for Lance Stevenson.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Stolen by Joseph. Here's Bogdanovich from out on the wing. He knocks it down.
And you let Bogdanovich just catch and shoot like that, he'll make more than he misses of those.
Okafor with the screen on Collison. And McConnell gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And Okafor slams it in.
Cannot afford to let Okafor get near the bucket. I mean, he is really skilled at finishing those looks, and he does so with authority.
Collison kicks to Joseph. Joseph with a screen on Anderson. Bogdanovich dishes to Joseph. Outside Collison. Shot clock at 5. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Collison's got 6.
And Collison has a nice stroke, a quirky release, but never going to pass up the mid-range jumper when it's there for him.
Anderson passes to McConnell. He dishes it to Šarić. Stolen away. Collison with it. He had 25 points in the win against Cleveland.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
You've got to give Brett Brown, I think, just a ton of credit for holding the Sixers locker room together over the years. Brutally difficult to lose and keep fighting and playing hard and playing together. He's created, along with those players, a culture of hard work and effort, and they are not skipping steps along the way. And eventually, folks, that will pay off in good play.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
And here is Bayless. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta. 5 to shoot. And Redick kicks to Bayless. They get it again, and Simmons is right there. And the 76ers lead by 7.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Puts it up from 12. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 8 points for Darren Collison. And for Brett Brown, don't you think his positivity as a person and his love for coaching have helped lift the team through those down years, Clark?
Man, I don't think there's any question about that, Kevin. He knew it was going to be a tall task, actually taller than any of us could articulate. He stayed optimistic and realistic at the same time, demanding yet being patient, keeping his team focused the right way and on the right things. It's really an outstanding job and a commitment from management and ownership to stay the course because they think he's the right guy. So very impressive on all fronts.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap. And, you know, Joel Embiid quickly emerging as one of the league's elite rim protectors. I mean, Coach Brett Brown called him the crown jewel, the centerpiece to their defense.
And the second free throw, good. And with Embiid's presence now, Clark, opponents shoot a very low percentage around the rim.
Well, the best defensive impact in the league by the numbers, Kevin. And his 7'5" wingspan, a big part of that.
Here's Bogdanovich in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Simmons. They shoot again. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And this is what you get with Embiid. A real scrapper, even though he's a big, skilled, talented guy. He's an energy guy as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Al Jefferson is checked in for Sabonis. Leaf comes in for Thaddeus Young. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Darren Collison. Stevenson setting the pick for Oladipo. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Oladipo outside. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot's good by Jefferson.
Boy, you can't afford to give breathing room to Jefferson, Kevin. I mean, he's been consistent from the mid-range area throughout his whole career.
Now here's Bayless. Outside, Simmons. Embiid the screen. Reddick. A second chance effort. And Simmons with the layup. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Screen by Jefferson. Just 5 to shoot. Stevenson dishes to Oladipo. Again, Oladipo missing. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. 76ers lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Welcome, everybody, to the halftime show. I'm Ernie Johnson. The guy nodding over here is Kenny the Jet Smith. And the guy doing that is Shaquille O'Neal. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, their reserves showed up tonight. Not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana? And that is just a...
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. The 76ers lead. Kicking off the second half. Here's Brett Brown's foul. Reddick and Covington make up the perimeter. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. And it's Bayless in at the point. Nice job coming off that screen. Bayless has got the first points of the second half here for Philadelphia.
Well, there is a saying now that is pretty accurate. You either sell success or you sell hope. And the process in Philadelphia may have been hard to watch, but it did give their fans hope for a better day.
Count that one. And that's 12 points for Collison.
Sensing the opportunity there, Collison sneaking inside for the finish.
Here's Simmons, and he banks in the layup. And the 76ers lead by 4. And through all the losing, the fans in Philly have been pretty supportive of the Sixers' goals to draft star talent.
Yeah, and you know what? Thousands of fans coming out to watch the draft lottery is an indication of how optimistic and behind the Sixers these fans are. I mean, trust the process has been their rallying cry.
Back to Bayless, and there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Bayless. He's covered by Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Covington wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Collison. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Simmons, and he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Covington against Bogdanovich, and it's rebounded by Covington.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
And that one's good. Simmons.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Collison. They set the screen. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Redick kicks to Embiid. Got a hand on it. Oladipo outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. The kick out to Collison. Sinks the triple. Collison's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Outside, Simmons. The dish now to Redick. It's stolen by Oladipo. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. And Stevenson's checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Joseph in for Victor Oladipo. Sabonis, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
To the middle, here's Saric. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Stevenson against Anderson. And it's Joseph in the corner. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Joseph's got his first 3 points of the game.
Tell you what, the defense has to be kicking themselves. Just a step late there, and the shooter made them pay for it.
Here's McConnell. He kicks it to Okafor. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his third rebound tonight. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Sabonis has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. Some changes for Indiana. Jefferson comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Leaf in for Young. Here's Collison. 15 points in the game. And that's a foul called on Nick Stauskas. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. High, arcing shot, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Well, you go back to Darren Collison's career at UCLA, very distinguished, and he's turned himself into a starting caliber pro, too.
Well, Darren Collison going through the free agency process this last summer. Greg, Indiana jumped at the chance to add him to the roster.
Yeah, and with Collison, his ability to play in so many ways, that is what made teams go after him. He doesn't always take a big signing to change the complexity of a team. Getting solid contributors like Collison go a long way in building the foundation of a team.
Covington's shot is off. Indiana trailing here. Now Joseph. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Here's the pass to Collison. Jefferson, a screen on Covington. Collison, good. Collison's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, this is exactly why Jefferson gets involved in screening. I mean, his big body allows his teammates the space they need to do their damage.
Back to McConnell. Anderson kicks to Okafor. Feeds to Covington. Looking to end the drought. The shot, no good. Good D by Stevenson. Fast break, here comes Indiana. Here's Leaf, cranes the jumper to finish the break. And now a 3-point Indiana lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
And the Pacers have made the playoffs back-to-back seasons and have only missed the playoffs once in the last 7 seasons, including a couple of trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. Nevertheless, there's a growing concern in Indy that the team has stagnated a bit and needs to move forward at a greater pace than what they had.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for Saric, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Robert Covington. The 76ers trail by 3. Anderson, a screen on Stevenson. McConnell passes to Anderson, and the call will be against Justin Anderson. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 14-3 run. And for the Pacers, 2 consecutive seasons making the playoffs as the 7th seed. Both times Clark knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, and you know, last season got swept by the Cavs. In Game 3, gave up the largest second-half comeback in NBA history. A game the Pacers should have won, and certainly not the way they hoped to finish.
76ers moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Redick dishes to Okafor, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Darren Collison. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Joseph kicks to Stevenson. Back to Joseph. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Anderson, count it, and he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
Man, gotta like the confidence of Anderson inside, showing excellent patience and a nice soft touch near the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Here's Oladipo. We've got Lance Stevenson. Bogdanovich out there with Leaf. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Oladipo in at the point. That's the Pacers' 5.
Tough finish from Bogdanovich. He's got a nice big frame for a wingman.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Johnson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
A lot of losing in Philadelphia, just 47 wins over 3 seasons from 2013 to 2016. That's the 2nd worst 3-year stretch in NBA history.
Tipped away. Passes it to Oladipo. Screen by Jefferson. Kicks it to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Pacers lead by 4. And Clark, for the Sixers, it seems they're finally headed in the right direction.
Well, I think that's the benefit of patience and all of those high draft picks, Kevin. I mean, some people don't like how they did it, but they rebuilt the roster from the ground up, and I think it gives them a strong foundation going forward.
Here's Redick. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
You know, sometimes the great three-point shooters in the game don't carry that same success to the free throw line, but that's not the case with J.J. Redick. I mean, he's cash money from the strike, too.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Ben Simmons comes in for Johnson. Robert Covington's checked in for Justin Anderson. And Jared Bayless subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Here's Simmons. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jefferson. And it's Young in for Leaf. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Back to Simmons to tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup. And that ties it up.
Hey, really, you don't have many more options when Simmons is that close to the cup. I mean, this guy is just too smart.
Screen by Young. And Oladipo kicks to Bogdanovich. From deep, Stevenson. Another miss by Stevenson. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Simmons passes to Redick. So they take the lead. Redick's got 4 points this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Pass to Young. He feeds it to Oladipo. From past the arc, a nice shot by Bogdanovich.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And Bayless kicks to Simmons. Back to Bayless. Now here's Embiid. Tight defense on him. 4 on the clock. And it's blocked. They get it there. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Darren Collison. He's checked in for Indiana. Indiana leading. Dishes to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Bayless. And now Philadelphia on the break. Covington's shot is off. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collison. Bogdanovich sets the pick for Collison. Good D by Embiid.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling. And that's how you do it. Well done.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Nick Stauskas is checked in for J.J. Redick. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Simmons with it. And there's the feed to Stauskas. Back to Simmons. Embiid in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 5th assist in this one. Stolen by Bayless. And then Simmons slams it in.
Simmons is an absolute thoroughbred as a scorer. A dominant offensive talent who scores in a lot of different ways.
Outside Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich with a screen on Covington. Shoots from 14. No good off the front iron.
And, you know, Kevin, his team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here. So we'll see Ben Simmons go to the line here. It's on Thaddeus Young. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
And Simmons kicks to Stauskas. Back to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside, Oladipo. And that time, also a missed shot. Philadelphia leading by 6. Now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Bayless. He dishes it to Simmons. Inside, another steal. Now here's Oladipo. Guarded closely. Right side, Collison. Screen by Young. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Simply missed the connection there. I mean, I like the unselfishness. Admirable, but just not the result.
Timeout called the Pacers. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
We've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
He's checked in for Philadelphia. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. They have been getting killed from long range tonight, and he said we can't lose track of their shooters. We're overpacking the lane, and we're leaving them wide open. Guys, we'll see if they can make the adjustment.
Thanks so much, David. They need this. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Darren Collison.
$175, and that might be generous to DC. He says, I don't care. I'm attacking the defense no matter what size I am.
And Embiid the screen. And it's Simmons penetrating. A shot missing. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Bogdanovich against Covington. Oladipo dishes to Collison. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That's his first foul. 1:24 left in the 4th. There's a good screen. Screen by Young. Clock at 6. Bogdanovich up top. Defended by Covington.
Boy, I tell you, the long reach of Covington, really bothering shooter. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for whoever he's assigned to.
And here is Simmons. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Got to admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And the basket by Collison.
And Darren Collison is allowed to get going and heat up. This is exactly what happened.
Bayless the pass to Llewellyn. Here's Embiid. Defense is right there. Bayless from long range. Not going to go that time. A.D. by Bogdanovich. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young connects.
Thaddeus Young earning his money there. Game getting tight and close. Big moment. He makes a big play.
And the 76ers call time here. They're behind by 2. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Connects! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing them deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Timeout called the Pacers. 12 seconds left in the game. Now here's Collison. Embiid with the steal. Here's Luwawu. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now. And the Pacers start off with the ball. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Pacers. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young is out there with Sabonis. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Here's Simmons. Good defensive work there by Young.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
76ers shooting here, about 46% for the game. Here's Embiid. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Pacers shooting around 41% on the night. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Covington. And Bogdanovich kicks to Oladipo. Young sets a screen for Oladipo. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Embiid.
Oladipo's become a very efficient combo guard. Somebody who can score the ball at a high clip as well as get the ball to open teammates when necessary.
Oladipo hits them both.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
We're just over a minute into overtime here. The 76ers again can't hit it. Indiana leading. And Bogdanovich kicks to Oladipo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you know, Oladipo back in 2013 was a number 2 overall pick in the draft and is showing a lot of promise. He's really taking over the game in key stretches here.
Here's Collison. Offensive rebound. The pass to Sabonis. Outside Collison. Screened by Young. Collison dishes to Young.
Just one moment where Young catches you the wrong way, and he'll find his way to the free throw line.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Outside, Redick. It's Covington on the wing. The dish to Embiid. And it falls over the rim and in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 12 rebounds. There's the pick. To the middle. There's Oladipo. Up and in on the layup. Oladipo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Young against Simmons. He kicks to Bayless. Three-pointer. He can't get that one. Nice D from Oladipo. To the paint. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I'll tell you what, Collison, very tough to contain because he's so fast. An excellent foul shooter as well. You can't give him any cheap ones.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're behind by 7. We've got 1:18 left in the first overtime. And the 76ers making a change here. Sarge is checked in. Here's Reddick. Covington passes to Embiid. Off the pick. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, I like the edge that Embiid plays with. Great at recognizing when he's clear to throw it down on you.
They set the pick. Screen by Young. Oladipo for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Pacers lead by 8.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And, you know, the calm nature of Covington, even in tense moments, he stays relaxed, he keeps his composure, and finds ways to nail these shots.
Screen by Young. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now. Up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Simmons checked in for Dario Saric. Bayless dishes to Simmons. Reddick for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gets the first. That stretches their lead to 8.
And, you know, Bogdanovich played for 10 years in Europe before coming to the NBA. Just now coming into his prime, but he's got a lot of pro experience.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Here's Indiana. And Indiana can just let the clock run down here. And stolen by Reddick. Feeds it to Bayless. Over Collison. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Bayless is really a wizard in transition, seeing room to run and pouncing on it with ease.
Outside Collison. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.